Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So on my previous video I showed you how to clean heater core, which is a pretty universal procedure for any vehicle up there that has a coolant heating system. And on this video I want to show you how to maintain your heater blower fan and why it's so important to do so every couple of years. So on this particular vehicle you will need to remove this screw right here, this Phillips screw right here. I already removed them, so the video will be slightly shorter. And you will have one screw right here, and this one is a 5.5 millimeter socket. This is what you're looking for. So after you remove those three screws, you can drop down this plastic cover, unplug this by simply wiggling. There is no locking tab or anything, and you can put this one away so you can have better access to the blower fan. Now the blower fan is secured with three screws, 1, 2 and 3 from the behind. But in order to drop down this motor, this electronic piece is on your way. So unplug this first. This one has a locking tab, so you have to press both sides. Unplug it and removing this screw and another one from the behind. Okay, and it drops down. This is the part that you don't have to worry about for now. If your temperature is changing and the speed is changing, you don't have to worry about this. Now next step is removing those three screws that hold in this motor. Okay, gently dropping it down, and as you can see there's lots of leaves, so don't be surprised if your motor blower also going to have some of this type of a debris that needs to be cleaned, I would say annually. Now before I proceed any further, I wanted to mention about the cabin filter for the clean air. As any modern vehicle these days, this one has a air filter too, and it drops down just like this for replacing or at least cleaning sometime. Mine was replaced a couple months ago, so it's still in good shape. And from here you can see the condition of your radiator core. You can also try to gently clean it with your fingers if there's no debris that will be blocking air. Gently tap it. Now I'm going to place it right here and remove this plastic cover by prying it right here. Okay, now where my screwdriver is, I am touching the actual shaft, and there is a bushing right here. You cannot really access that bushing unless you're going to disassemble it completely, and if you wanted to replace it. But usually nobody's replacing them because it's really hard to get the proper bushing and good quality bushing, so people are replacing just the entire blower motor. But if your blower motor is still working fine, except it's just making some squealing noise, you wanted to clean that area, preferably with an electronic spray like this, as much as you can. And after it's going to dry out, you can lubricate it. And let me show you how you're going to lubricate it. Now I'm going to place my motor upside down, because the actual bushing or bearing, whatever is, depends on the model of the blower, is on the bottom, and I want to drop couple drops of synthetic oil so it will not squeal anymore. And this is what I use, just a little syringe and 3-4 drops of synthetic oil. Just like this. And it's going to prolong life of this motor for at least 5 years. I tested that before on few other vehicles, and synthetic oil is working perfect. This is what I use in this case. Fully synthetic oil that I had in my garage. Now this is the bottom bushing or bearing that I lubricated. But this shaft also has a top one, so let me show you how to access this one if you can. You will need some tools, puller, in order to remove this plastic blower safely. Otherwise, if you will try to pry it with a screwdriver, you will break those fins and you will need a new motor. I don't think that you'll be able to buy this replacement piece unless you will get it from the junkyard as a used one. So, removing this clamp first. Now I want to secure a little bit. Plastic jaws, so it will not damage my motor. Removing this pretty easy, but don't expect this plastic to come out freely or easy after you remove that clamp. It's not going to happen, because basically this plastic has been sitting on that shaft for a very long time and it's been kind of pressed on that shaft, so that's why you need a puller. This type of a puller that I'm using mostly on my suspension, it actually fits underneath of those fins, plastic fin, and I can try to remove it. I know that it's going to remove it because I did it before on my other vehicle, and if you look closely, it's almost there. Now this middle spindle is going to touch the plastic sleeve, so I'm going to use a bit adapter to put inside to push it just like this, so it can go inside of that hole and completely help me to remove this. Plastic part. A little bit more. As you can see, it's going deeper and deeper. Until it's completely off the shaft. This is the safest way in my case. So if you don't have a good quality puller, guys, maybe you want to skip this part that I'm showing. Now, as you can see, there's lots of different mechanical, plastic, metal dust accumulated over the years. You want to clean it as much as you can. Now, if this particular motor has a replaceable brushes, which are behind this cover that holding this spring. Mine is still in okay shape because I can see how far is the actual brush and where the spring is. I can see from here that it's still halfway, like this. So I still have pretty good lifespan from those brushes. But if you look inside and you don't see that brush, you can remove this completely if you wish. I just don't want to remove it because I am holding camera with one hand. You can replace those brushes too. You can buy them. This is also a good time for you to inspect this rotor if the groove is not very deep. In my case, it's like a 0.5 millimeter deep, so it's worn out probably 25% of its life expectancy, I would say, because I have seen it much deeper groove before on other blower motors. So this one's still in good shape, the motor itself and the brushes, in my case. So check if you have a really deep groove, so that you can expect in the near future to replace that motor once it's completely wear out really deep. I would say if it's deeper than 2 millimeter, it's pretty excessive. Now it's the same thing. I'm going to clean with the electrical sprayer, and from all sides as much as I can. This electrical cleaner is also lubricating somewhat, but it's not really meant for lubricating any kind of bushings or bearings. It's mainly lubricating and protecting electrical wires and the rotor from corrosion and stuff like that. But when it comes to lubricating the top bushing or bearing, it's actually underneath of this round plate, and I'm just going to drop a couple drops of oil right here. And this is it. Now this motor is good for at least 5 years. At least 5 years. And when it comes to installing this plastic blower back in place, you have to be really gentle when you will be installing it on a shaft. First of all, it's a half moon type shaft, so make sure that you're going to install it proper way. And you will need a plastic or rubber mat. I also would recommend to use a socket over this plastic sleeve, and gently tap it down until you see that shaft is all the way out like it was before. Okay, there is like a little locking plastic tab that's supposed to be right at that groove, metal groove. That's where you know that it's sitting properly. And now just installing this clamp back in place. Well, this is it. Now this motor is all serviced, cleaned, lubricated, and it's guaranteed that it's not going to squeal at any temperature. So if you're going to do the same on your vehicle, you will have a good performance and quietness from your motor. Installing everything in reverse order. Thank you guys for watching my video. God bless you. See you in my next video.